visual perception in image processing and all. So this kind of a things is what plays very important role for learning the further units of digital image processing. From this video we are going to start further discussion with a new topic, that is unit number 2, image enhancement. So what is the meaning of image enhancement? As we know, we used to capture an image by using the digital sensors. There multiple sensors are there available in the market to capture the image. After capturing that image, maybe inside that image little bit of noise is there. Maybe in some image some contrast problem is not there, the brightness issues are there, maybe some noises are present inside that image. If we want to clear that image, if we want to enhance that image, we need a different enhancing algorithms there, or maybe techniques of enhancing the image is what need to be there to enhance the features of that image and to modify that image is what we have captured. Some problem present inside that image is what we have removed by using an image enhancement technique. So from this video we are going to start a discussion with what is the meaning of image enhancement. Okay, so we are going to start a discussion with new topic, that is image enhancement. So this image enhancement is used to modify the image. It is used to design and to improve the quality of image. And how we are going to improve the quality of image? There are multiple techniques, several techniques available in the image enhancement to clear that image, to improve the quality of that image. For example, we can perform the enhancement on your image by using spatial domain and frequency domain techniques. Okay, there are multiple techniques available, but it is further classified into a basic two categories, that is spatial domain and frequency domain. So before starting this topic, we have to understand the basics of your image enhancement in spatial domain and frequency domain. What is the basic difference between spatial domain and your frequency domain enhancement techniques? So first we have a spatial domain there. In spatial domain image enhancement technique, we used to work on image pixel. As we know, image is what gets created by multiple pixels. On x-axis, y-axis, if we represent the image as a 2D signal, where we know that it have a coordinate. On that coordinate value, we have a multiple pixel intensity is there. If we are working on a targeted pixel or targeted portion, that kind of techniques get involved into a spatial domain technique. So what it means in spatial domain technique, spatial domain enhancement technique, we used to work on image pixel individually. Where in a frequency domain, we used to work on an image variety. We use in frequency domain, we use the Fourier transform, and inverse Fourier transform is what we are going to understand in further next videos. But here we just have to know the basic. So what is the basic behind spatial domain and your frequency domain? In spatial domain, we used to work on a pixel individually, where in a frequency domain, we used to work on a whole image at a time. Okay, so spatial domain also further divided into multiple types. We have multiple types of technique there in the spatial domain. Sometimes we used to call it the filtering also. Point operations is also there. So multiple techniques are there, and we are going to understand that. So first we are going to start a discussion with enhancement in spatial domain. Okay, so spatial domain deals with the manipulation of a pixel value. In spatial domain technique, we used to manipulate the pixel values. After that, the technique classified into three different types. If we are going to understand the spatial domain, it is also further divided, or it is also classified into three different types. First we have a point operation. Second we have mask operation. Sometimes this mask operation also called as filtering. And then we have a global operation. So it is further classified into a three type: point-to-point operation, mask operation, and global operation. If we are going to start a discussion with the point operation, what is the meaning of a point operation? Point operation also have a different types there. Okay, so inside a point operation we have multiple techniques, but what is the meaning of a point operation? In point operation, each pixel is modified by equation that is not dependent on other pixel. We use an equation there to modify the value of a pixel which is not depend on the value of other pixel. here operator T used to work on each pixel or targeted pixel that is given by f of x comma y. So g of x comma y, this value is dependent on the value of f of x comma y into t. So t is the operator. We are going to further discuss on that point in a future video where we are going to start the numericals on it and we are going to see the types of point operation here. But we only have to understand the meaning of this equation here. Consider a given image that is f of x. The given image is given as f. Inside this image, we have a targeted pixel value or intensity of a pixel given by x comma y. So this is the targeted pixel. If we are thinking about a point operation, we need here t. What is the meaning of a t? T is an operator. So t is a specific operator. Sometimes we call it as a mask. Okay. So we have consideration of this mask, and this is a pixel, and remaining side by that is what the neighborhood of that pixel, neighborhood of x comma y. So we have to operate the t on neighborhood of that pixel x comma y. So this is whole image. On this whole image f, we have a targeted pixel value that is x comma y, and surrounded by that we have a pixel neighborhood, and this mask, if we move this mask on each pixel here to transform the value, to enhance the value or to change the value of that targeted pixel, this kind of operation is called as a point operation. So in point operation or maybe in spatial domain, we used to work on a pixel. So this type of a kernels or this type of a mask is what used in a spatial domain, and we used to move that mask on your image pixels and on its neighborhood to change the values of a pixel. Okay, so this is called as a point operation, or we can call it a spatial domain enhancement technique. Okay, so little bit parameters are there. Operator can apply to a single image of a set of the image. Either we are going to operate that operator on a single image or maybe on a set of images. Then performing pixel by pixel sum of sequence of image for noise reduction. This kind of filters or this kind of a mask or kernels are used to reduce the noise from image and reduce it pixel by pixel sequentially. Okay, so in sequential order we need to move that mask of pixel by pixel to reduce the noise. So this kind of filter is also there. Slowly in a video, we are going to further video, we are going to study about that kind of things also. Okay, then process called as a spatial filtering. This kind of a process is called as a spatial filtering, where we use to move the mask pixel by pixel to reduce the noise. Salt paper noise is there, and if we want to remove that, we need a median filter. Okay, so this kind of filters are there in your image processing and image enhancement unit. So we are going to understand that. Then we also called it as a spatial mask. Multiple names are there. We can call this mask 3x3 mask is what we have used there. So we can call it as a spatial mask or a kernel. Okay, or we can call it a template or a window. So multiple names are there in existence where we can call them by using multiple names. So kernel, template or window is what we used to call that. Type of operation performed in the neighborhood determining the nature of a filtering process. How we used to operate that mask, how we used to perform this technique on the neighborhood of a pixel, it is what ultimately going to decide the type of a technique. What type of a technique is what we are using here and what type of a filter is that. Okay, so it is ultimately decided by using your type of a kernel and how we need to process this thing on a pixel or maybe on its neighborhood. Okay, so this is nothing but your image enhancement technique used in a point operation. We can call it a point operation. So inside the point operation, we use a multiple techniques there, but basic equation says that to get the value of g of x comma y, we need to use an operator t and given pixel value that is f of x comma y. If we are processing the f of x comma y with the operator t, then ultimately we are going to get the value of g of x comma y. It is nothing but the output image. Now, little contrast stretching and thresholding. It is also involved into a point operation. Little bit of fluid is used to match the point operation. Why? Because same operator is what we are using in a contrast stretching. Same equation is what there in a contrast stretching, but here the size of a mask in point operation or in a image enhancement technique special domain, the mask size should be 1 by 1. Minimum size of that is 1 by 1, 1 into 1, or maximum should be anything, but minimum should be 1 into 1. If it is 1 into 1, some concentration here, the smallest possible neighborhood is of size 1 into 1. In this case, G depends on the value of F. In this case, the value of G is dependent on the value of F. Similar with that, at a point x comma y, the T become an intensity transformation function is called as a contrast stretching. What it means? Same equation if we are thinking about 1 into 1 mass. 1 into 1 mass we only have a single value is there in 1 into 1 mass. So what happened there? At that situation, the value of F is what get converted and G is also get converted. T remains there. Here we call the T as an operator here. In a contrast stretching, T is get converted into a transformation function. Okay, so the equation gets changed like S is equals to T into R. So R is nothing but the value of F, that is the value of your input image, and S is what the value of output image, same as the value of G. So G is ultimately here represented as S, and F is what represented as the value of R. Sometimes we also can represent the same equation like G of M comma N is equals to F of M comma N into K. So in contrast stretching, the value of your image or contrast of your image, if we want to stretch the contrast into a brighter zone or into a darker zone, that value is ultimately depend on the value of K. So here K value represent or K value plays a very important role. Okay, so if you want to understand the contrast stretching, it depends on the value of K. The range of a pixel, consider the range of a pixel that is 2 raised to the power 8. It is a grayscale image or gray level image. So in that gray level image, grayscale image, we have a pixels possible value that is 2 raised to the power 8. What it is? 256 pixels. So values lies between 0 to 255. Okay, so if the value of a pixel is greater than K, if we are considering this graph shows that we are transforming image from darker to lighter zone. Similar on the y-axis also, x-axis also, and y-axis also. On both axes we have transformation of image from darker area to lighter area. Here T of R of 0 is what represented. The outer side of that is what S is equal to T of R. So here operator is what working on an input pixel. So this value represents the value of K. If the value of T of R is greater than the value of K, then your image is going to transform into a brighter area, that is lighter area. And similarly, if the value of T of R is less than the value of K at the time, your image is what going to get converted into a dark area. So what we are ultimately doing here, we are stretching the contrast of the image from any stated value or from any typical value, that is K is what we are deciding there. If the value of K is decided 128, if the value of T of R is greater than 128, then it is in a lighter zone. If it is less than 128, then it is in a darker zone. So this is nothing but the contrast stretching. Similar like that, image thresholding also works like the same. But in image thresholding, What it means? It is a darker image, black image, similar like that value. If it is greater than the k represent as a logic value 1. So what it means? It is a white image. So ultimately in black and white image we used to process a image thresholding. So image thresholding, contrast fetching, thresholding is what you have to forget here. But contrast fetching is also a part of your spatial domain or point operation. Okay. So in that point operation, if we want to enhance the gray level or we have to change the gray level, for example, we have a memographical image where we have to increase its brightness or we have to manipulate its contrast. So for clearing the memographical image, we need this kind of a technique, that is contrast fetching technique. Okay, so this is nothing but the image enhancement basic. We have understand the basic of image enhancement here. In this video, we have studied about the point operation. In further video, we are going to start a discussion and with point operation and its type. Okay, so here we have understand the basic. In next video, we are going to see the types of your point operation and various types we are going to understand. With that, we are going to see the image negative and all the portions there in your next video. So thank you for watching.